On the flat out driveway this week, very excited to announce we have the mighty Suzuki Jimny. Now this is a vehicle that has come with a lot of hype surrounding it, and it comes as no surprise considering it's one of the very rare modern cars that has been around, well, this generation or the last generation has been around for 20 years without a single facelift or update. That just doesn't happen anymore. So the fact that this fourth gen has come out sporting a brand new look, which just happens to be reminiscent of a sort of weird cross between a shrunken G-Wagon and a Defender. Those things combined have sort of created a lot of buzz around this car. So I was really excited to have a go in it. Because the Jimny has proved itself to be a pretty formidable off-road machine, we did something a little bit different this week. Did a bit of local research, found some really nice top secret green laning spots. So we loaded the Jimny's enormous 85 litre boot up with one bag, but no, luckily we had the Flat Out's long-term VW Amarok on hand as well, which is also a pretty tasty off-road machine. And the two of them set off to do a spot of green laning. And I was really surprised actually that the Jimny kept up with the Amarok, no worries, once we got off-road. So the fourth generation comes with a few minor changes. We've got a slightly more powerful engine. It's a 1.5 litre petrol up from 1.3. That makes no difference. It's still really wheezy and slow and not particularly powerful. Most of the underpinnings remain the same though. It's a really basic chassis, basic sort of off-road suspension setup, which means the little thing on road is really uncomfortable, basically. And this is my thing with it, is like all of my journalist friends are so excited about this car. I think just because of the way it looks and kind of what it stands for, I suppose. But you borrow it and living with it for a couple of weeks, like you really realise that a similarly priced SUV would be a much more sensible way to go if you were driving this thing backwards and forwards to the shops. But that's not really the point. A Jimny is an almighty little weapon at traversing some pretty serious off-road scenarios. And in fact, due to the fact that it's really small and light, and its basic kind of all-wheel drive system with low-range gearbox means that it can like pull itself out of ridiculous situations. And anyone who reads Flat Out will have read the story from earlier this year where we popped over to St Lucia, actually borrowed a Land Rover Defender which broke like really quickly, and a little Jimny came to the rescue and survived the rest of the week going through rainforests, beaches, like wading through water. The thing was absolutely incredible. But even though it scrabbled up hills and scrabbled down hills and didn't get stuck in mud, I still wouldn't spend 17 grand on the thing, merely because the thought of driving it up a motorway with its 5 gears would just send me bonkers. So, you know, great little thing for what it is. If you live on a farm or you've got a lot of off-roading to do, it is amazing. But I just don't want too many people to maybe not be buying a family SUV because the Jimny looks so cool and buying that instead. But, you know, that's their decision. If they want a lumpy bumpy ride and no boot, that's their fault. But yeah, we took it off-road, we had lots of fun.